English Broken Businesses. We are all about Black excellence, bringing local entrepreneurs together to inspire and motivate you through business.
So it's simple. What you can do is to listen to this story and be inspired, and show to you guys nothing is impossible. If they can do it, so nathi singayenza bantwana basekhaya. Sit down and chill and listen to this wonderful story.
Follow your dreams.
Abantu that runs away from adversities and struggles and suffering are not going to grow in life.
Sure.
You know, if you want to grow in life and you want to become something or someone, you need to suffer.
through that.
You need to
Yeah.
suffer. It's the process of life.
Sure.
You like it or not, you have to struggle, you have to suffer for you to become or to go to a certain point of life. You know,
Yeah.
so when you struggle a lot, you must know that there's something that is coming somewhere.
It's English Broken Business once again. It's a thirsty Thursday. Every Thursday evening, we bring you nothing but the best mouth-watering stories from Ekas. And these are stories that are here to motivate, to inspire you, and also to educate you. Guys, if you've been following us, you've been watching our videos, thank you so much for liking and also for commenting. For those of you who are starting to watch the videos maybe today, please do subscribe, please do share the videos, and also like the video. You can share the videos with your friends on your TikTok, you know, on your Instagram, on your Facebook, and on your stories. Thank you so much, guys. Today we've got a star, we've got an icon. Spetty out into him. Out into him ngedisk, and I know sisekaslayo le out le. Grootman shop is it?
Brian.
Mnandi Grootman lam. Ngikrende Grootman lam. Awuzazise Grootman lam, awuzazise.
Umbika njani umuntu ongamazi?
Mina ngiyakufrustana, but maybe my viewers abakufrustana.
Mayambela.
Sure.
Uzothini ex
Okay.
professional footballer.
Sure.
Currently a football coach.
Yeah.
I've started my career in coaching now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Mark Mayambela, guys. Mark Mayambela. Don't forget it. Mark Mayambela, the former football player. Should I say international? Because
Possibly.
you've played, though.
I did, yes, I did.
Yeah. So you are an international.
Something like that.
Uyaziwa orkante na Grootman lam.
Bayangazi.
Ne? Grootman, you know what? I think me coming the other time, OBS, to come see you guys, training Amachita and everything, looking at your facilities, I was really inspired, you know. And I know for most of the time, footballers, you know, sazgula abantu lababa all over the place, you know, as much as nithandwa on the field, but also niyathandwa outside the field. Yeah, I understand. And sometimes maybe footballers, they can be like musicians, baziwela for izinto iphume eceleni, you know, abantu abamoshayo, you know, lezi mazingadlali idiski siyabshaya, lezi mazingadlali idiski, I understand. But you seem to be this well-mannered person, this disciplined person, I understand. But before I can get into that, bengifuna nje ukuthi siqale from Fantuka Af. You know, Grootman lisuka phi lizalwelaphi, like Mayambela. I was thinking Mayambela bakhona izixhosa, izisuthu, izipedi, izizulu. Angifrustana, like ngifuna siqale from eqaleni. Grootman lizalwelaphi, lisuka phi?
I hope you have time.
I do. We have time.
No, ndingumXhosa.
Oh, okay.
NdingumXhosa from
Sure.
Khayelitsha,
All right.
Cape Town. Actually, I can see my grandparents' house from here.
Oh, all right. So as you
These are
see
the
like
streets
the
that,
rooftop, sure.
Yeah, these are the streets that I used to.
Ukhulele kuzo.
Enkhulele kuzo.
Wow.
I used to go. Mangyeskoleni, my school is just up the road.
Eluhlaza.
School, yeah.
Wow.
So this is the route that I used to take.
Before
on my
about
way to school,
rents, about the milk.
Before all these things.
Ukuyidlaza, ku post office.
We post office, we ShopRite, you save.
Oh, there was ShopRite you save here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was ShopRite,
Sure.
you save, yeah. There
Wow.
was Shoemaker.
Yeah.
But it used to be called the Kaya Bazaar, actually.
Oh, Kaya Bazaar.
It's one of our landmarks of this.
Yabona ke guys.
When you're taking a taxi, Mauchi Kaya Bazaar, they know where we're going to get off here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Today kuthiwa nge-rents.
Manje indawo lapho khona abantu ba
having fun and all that.
Yes.
Wow, Kaya Bazaar. So I believe you would come here, buy groceries, buy sonka, you know, you would buy your essentials like Kaya Bazaar back in the day.
100%, yeah.
Wow,
100%,
wow.
yeah.
Okay, so how was your family setup growing up, la?
Oh, of course, typical township
Sure.
boy. Grew up with my siblings, my grandparents.
Sure.
I think there was a time where we were like 16 in one house.
You're lying, bro.
When my grandma park like ukutya for supper,
Sure.
she would use we had a deep freezer la.
Yeah, deep freezer, yes.
And then there was a
Oh,
table.
as a table.
Yeah, so we had the deep freezer.
Yeah.
And we had a table.
A table, sure.
So I'm plate and all of these things would.
Wayenganele etafuleni kumele amanye abekwe ku deep
Physically
freeze.
deep freezer.
Jeez, bruh.
That's how many we were, and you know, it was nice, you know,
Sure.
for most part of it, you know. But of course, Kuleli Lokshini,
Yeah.
from mama grandparents that we only survived from the pension money.
Yes, sir.
I remember my grandparents were earning 980 that time.
Sure.
So both of them.
Okay.
So on a payday, I would accompany them to Mitchell's Plain. We'll take a taxi, go to Mitchell's Plain, to Dromane, buying fish for the family, and come back. You know, so you can imagine that will last probably a week, and the next 3 weeks is survival
Imali
mode.
Peli.
It's survival mode.
Jeez.
But you know, I think for me now, it's moments that we grow also. It's moments that also our characters grow as well.
Sure.
And you are forced to be a survivor in a young age, and
Sure.
you're forced to be able to stand on your own feet, you know,
Sure.
in a very young age. And also now you can see the situation in Janine.
Yes, sir.
So, but I think for me now, it's memories that I cherish the most, you know. And unfortunately, my grandparents never saw me play football at the professional level. I think when I turned pro, my grandfather was still alive, but because he was like 90.
Oh, okay.
I remember being Hamang Mini Cooper, so I came back. That was the last thing I did for him before he passed away, actually. When I came home, Begakula, so I took him to the doctor, Ngampaila, medication, and this. And we had a nice talk about my life and my future as well, and this is that I needed to do, you know. And I went back to Bloom, and after some time, and he passed away, you know.
Wow.
I think it was him giving me baton.
Sure. The blessings, yeah.
To say go and be whatever that you want, and
Yeah.
he's someone that I admire the most, and also Aksu Mundu that okulele like Eastern Cape, yabon.
Yeah.
So when I first went to Eastern Cape, and then I would hear stories about him and how hard he worked and
Okay.
it also inspired me, you know. So, but coming back to Khayelitsha, typical township guy,
Township, yeah.
township setup, township family problems, but
Yes, sir.
you know we survived.
Like any other family, right?
survived. We
But now,
survived.
what I want to find out, Uma uti benu 16, when you number bani lab.
And
Or
if
you had other
you
siblings,
have my grandparents,
nieces.
you have my grandparents.
Yes.
You have my uncle, my aunt, my mom, and then you have their kids, my mom's kids, They
So-
I want to go to family tree.
So I think this should have been like a 10-room bedroom house.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was.
How many rooms was that? Because I mean, like 16 people.
Because what happens is this: normally you have those RDB houses.
Yeah.
Lapo, you have a bedroom, a kitchen, a toilet.
Oh,
That's
one bedroom or two?
One.
One.
So that was my grandparents'
Balala,
Balala
Bekamere.
painting.
Sure.
And then they moved where we had shacks.
Oh.
So my mom had a shack, my uncle had a shack, my aunt had a shack, and I think at some point there were like 5 or 6 shacks for us, and
Yeah.
there was a shack for us as kids. We had Slala Corner, it has like 2 or 3 beds inside. So it was that kind of a setup.
Wow.
It was that
That's
kind of
like humble beginnings. Yeah,
In a
that's like
nutshell.
humble beginnings. And I think I would like to say, Ngicabanga ukuthi it never became difficult for you when usuhlala with other soccer players, amajita like or trainer now, and then you go to the camp because ukulele vele camping.
No,
You
for
know,
sure.
where there was quite a
sure.
lot of people
For sure.
in that league, you know, so it was never a problem. Like uhlala namachita baya, because that's how you grew up. Unlike maybe if umuntu khulele family whereby ni 2 or ni 3,
Yeah, for sure.
and then now you find yourself like ni 22, a campaign, you understand, and that also humbles you in a sense. You are taught how to share at a young age.
100%.
Yeah, because
100%.
isinto amasikhona you must know ukuthi son mele ngicabangele lo ozofika emva kwami ngibuye esikela, you know.
and you know, my granny, she was umdu that she never wanted omunye umuntu to ukusoko asokol, you know.
Oh.
And there's one thing that asikhulise asifundisa yona was to share.
Okay.
You know, and also especially when it comes to food.
Sure.
You know, you must never like
Be greedy, not
yeah,
understand.
Yeah, as you have mentioned now, Gucci, the lessons within that struggle was being able to share.
To share,
you know,
sure.
being able to live Nabantu and being even in dire moments, but you
yeah.
still you stay together and you try to survive and you try to make things happen.
Yes, sir.
You know, it also, when you look at football now, is that inside the field there will be times whereby things are tough and
Yes, sir.
maybe things are not going your well.
Sure.
But you need to hold hands with your teammate and continue to fight. So when you look at now these moments also, as you grow, you
Sure.
know, you see Uguti. But those moments were not just there to make us.
Yeah, they were there for a reason.
They were there for
Yeah,
the reason to
yeah.
make us the people that we are, so that we can be able to
100%.
challenge the world as well.
Sure.
Sometimes, or most of the times, it's nice to go through these challenges, you know, as a human being, and because these are the challenges that helps us to become abantu that we are, and abantu that can go to the world and survive, and abantu that can also go to the world and share the world with abanye abantu,
Abanye
you know,
abantu,
kukho
yeah.
abantu that wants to the world for themselves, and they think that izinto ezinhle azifanele bona.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, for
when
me,
you kulele from that background,
you know what I mean?
azifanelanga. Sure,
for
yeah.
Sure. So it's important. I think for me now, it was very important to go through that. You know, I know Gutima isn't a little bit better now, even maybe for abantwana bam.
Sure.
But I always teach them that humbleness, you know, and also just because manje I can. It doesn't mean Guti when he wants that and this and that. Now I need to buy.
Sure.
You know, there are times
Sure.
that I have, but I still say no. Not because I don't want to, but I also want to teach them. You know what I mean? Because in life, pambili would get hard, and
And now, like, you've spoiled them.
You know what I mean?
Life
So,
is
you
not
know-
an ATM. Uvelu ikofi mali iphume.
Precisely. So if they want something, they must wash dishes. They
Yeah,
must
you
clean.
must
they
earn
must-
it. Yeah,
of course.
nobody deserves. You must
course,
earn it.
of course.
Wow. Well, I also teach my daughter that, you know. I
important.
also teach my daughter. I don't give her money. Like in Funa, I span it.
Especially for women, with izinto ezenzeka ngaphandle, and we all know
Sure.
ukuthi there's stories and all of that, and especially amantombazana, it's
Yeah.
very sensitive.
It
and
is,
We
it
have
is.
to sibafundise to work for their own,
Wow.
so that bangeke
Yeah.
bajoin ama-sugar
Nabo
daddy.
booty. All right, cool. So now, okay, let's say here, Eluhlaza Brian, where does the love of football like kick in? Like, because remember, you are a boy child, so I believe Guti, as a machi, the only sport when we were growing up, we never had the facilities that now is Konekas, you understand? And I would also like to say our government has played a very huge role. Because sadlala team, you know, sadlala ebuqwini, you understand? You come back, unama scratch. We don't even have a tar road, you know, and you don't even have like isikhathi sokuthi uhlale etafuleni or esitulweni udle, uphuma nje uphethe isinkwa ngesandla ukhaba ibhola. Yeah, uphethe ibheke uphethe isinkwa, you know, by the time ubuya ntambama umbashile unqolile, you know, and nendaba yokuthi kumele ugelezile, homework uyenze ebusuku ukhathele. Esgela makuyi short break hidiski, long break hidiski, after school hidiski. So we were living le life le diski. So was it the same with you as well?
It was football. We learned estratweni.
Sure.
We never had coaches that were smart, abazosifundisa to move and all of that.
Yeah.
But from the games, this is Lala Estratweni. We had games like one pal.
Yeah.
You know, whereby you have to dribble umuntu. We have games like we call it unchibo offense.
Okay.
It's like you play. Maybe it's 5, you are alone. If you have the ball, you must put a shibobo to someone. And if you put a shibobo,
Sure.
that person must run to a fence and hold the fence, maybe a
Oh,
wall or
yeah, I
something like
remember that, sure.
So that game also taught us how to now shy spy
To be
how to move with the
skillful,
ball
sure.
and how to manipulate the ball. And also how to avoid the spy two as well. So
Yeah.
those are the games that maybe helped us. That's why maybe in the olden days you had about Chomo, about Doctor, and all those great players. And
Sure.
nowadays, maybe you won't find as great as them because of maybe the setup and is that abakulang out because there's that instinctiveness I say,
Sure.
from them,
Sure.
now because
Sure.
they focus too much or maybe they are programmed in a certain way. We understand. So
Sure.
Istrato, I think most of the time it's the best lesson because I also read incwadi ka-Johan Cruyff, Legends as a Holland, and he speaks of street football, and I didn't know this ukuthi now they take street football
Like very serious.
to
Yeah.
them as well, and also even Stanley Menzo, I was speaking to him. He was my coach Ajax, and he went to China, and he was telling me about Chinese football and how it is, and then he said, but the AMA players lapayana are struggle because they don't have that street smartness, and I didn't know ukuthi even in Europe they think the same way
The
as
same
us,
way, yeah. The
you know,
street
and
football.
also the importance of that street football. That's
Sure.
why now you will find maybe in certain teams and certain coaches, but I manipulate the thing with small-sided games and small games, maybe I'm a 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, just because of maybe
It's still street football.
it's still treated
Yeah.
but even more structured way.
Just game by manipulating,
Yeah.
but it's still a street football.
But for me, that like you can see,
Like us.
there was a club, Lapa First 11.
Oh, okay.
So a club that because each section had its own
team, yeah, sure,
So
sure.
with the first 11, this side there was the Happy Stars, there was KB, there was African Tribes, there was Stars United, there was City Highlights, there was many clubs like within this, maybe 10 within this vicinity.
Sure.
So we had that pride of protecting our territory as
Sure.
a section with the first 11. So even when you play games, it's not first 11 versus African Tribes, but it's C section versus D section or E section. So
Okay, Kasi Sure.
and it also brought that rivalry, but it was always a friendly rivalry. I would say, because there was no fights, everything like that. But also, as we grow older, you will move because we learn with the coach, and then you will go to the other side.
You're team.
But most of, and I think I started playing a structured football when I was 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I moved to Imada City, they had it was the NFT. They had an NFT team, but they had it development. So I moved to them, and then that's when I started to play for an academy.
But mawuya lapho kule NFT Mother City, like ubani loku scouting, ubani lokubona asana Mayambela, he's got a talent.
Actually, Uspelo was
The owner like
no, the owner of the mill.
Yeah.
He was a player. He was playing for the first team.
You lying, bro.
Yes, so-
Yavuki idiski kuspell.
Bekafaka number 10.
Oh, you lying, bro.
I'm telling you the honest truth. Bekashaya 10.
Umnandi spell.
Midfield. One touch, two touch. One touch, two touch.
No kwamele ngimbambe ifle yavuka kwamele
Sekakugile.
negiza ngapha.
So they had
that's
some trials in other cities. So
Sure.
everyone knew. So we went. Shy train.
Yeah.
We went there. Spelo was there.
Sure.
So Spelo was, I don't know.
It's
You are in. So and then from there, I never stopped. Yeah. I never stopped. Yeah.
Wow. You know, when I called him yesterday and I told him to be coming to shoot with Mayambela, I was like, bro, Mayambela is my boy. You don't even have to call me. Like, go and shoot, bro. All the best. Just go and shoot. Because I know for a fact when a person calls you my boy, like, it's not disrespecting you.
No, for sure.
It just shows the level of a friendship. And that's my boy.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
That's my guy.
No, Uspelo, he knows me. He's one of the people that knows my struggle. He knows where I come from.
Bruh.
His older brother actually played professional football.
Really?
Poland, yeah. He played for Ajax.
Sure.
Played for Cosmos. He played for Ria Stars.
Gee.
I think at some point he went to Malta. in Europe. So he was a top player, top
Okay. All
top
right.
striker. Yeah. Top striker. I remember.
Yeah.
Nkuluma no Lee Zumjembu. He was telling me because they played this, no Katle Kompel. Ukolani was Katle Kompela's role model. Yeah, he's a player that Katle could look up to when he was still young.
That was actually going to be my next question. Who did you look up to? Like Umusufia NFT, obviously there were those guys who were in the PSL and...
No, for sure. You know, watching football from TV and having Umuntu that you know that is close by as a role model.
Yeah.
Having that close person have effect than watching someone on TV because you don't know. You only watch TV for 90 minutes and then you go on.
Sure.
And also most of the time it's in a ground in and
so you never have time.
You don't have time for TV unless Chiefs is playing. You know?
Yeah.
So I never really had someone that I say, that's my role model.
Really?
You know? No. My role models were my brothers, Abantu from Ekasi, Abantu that we see every day, Abantu that we thought they inspiring us.
Yeah.
But it's obviously Amachita.
I'm out,
You know what I mean? So, because we never really had role models, to be quite honest. We never had actors, we never had...
Yeah, I can imagine.
Football players.
Yeah.
Only Ukolani was the football player, but also now he was based outside Cape Town, so we never really had that relationship until I was a little bit older now. So I think also Ekasi, that's the big problem is that our fan and even young girls they seek role models that are close by, abantu that are doing great work.
Yeah.
You know, not maybe only for our families, but also for the community and maybe for the city as well. So I think it has a greater effect when someone you know is doing land or lena, and you know. So I think also when I turned pro, it also helped a lot of young boys to also to believe and to say, Markmas was here now Ahambalana with no shoes and no car, nothing. But man, it's like motor, he has this, he has that, he has this.
Inspires them.
So it inspires them because
if can do it, we can do it.
They
too.
relate also with the storyline, I would say, of Umark
because the struggle is the same.
Precisely.
Precisely.
So having that close nearby role model also plays a huge role. That's why I want to, like myself and maybe yourself, Nabanye that are out there that are maybe prominent and are doing something, one thing or another. They have a greater role in uplifting a community, not by maybe buying someone who is seeing, but also by being themselves and being present and also sharing a story and also inspiring maybe with words. You know, we had a greater responsibility to do that and to also change the mindset of the young kids. So that's Boni, the guy that
as a role model.
You know, while Sikon and you know, we should also take responsibility when some of the things are happening so election and we don't do anything about it, you know what I mean? So we have that responsibility and we need also to take it upon ourselves. Even Abanabafana Nospelo, he's from the same hood as myself. The owners of the Serens are from the same hood as myself. So we need all of us to stand together so that we can fight these things and be good role models to these boys so that they don't look far for role models. I don't want a young boy from Khayelitsha to have a role model as a Soweto. You know, I want someone to say...
It doesn't make sense.
Precisely because also you don't even know what that guy is from or what he does or what he doesn't do. But when you have Umark that you know, Umark Begatalala, Kwasi 96, Uspele Begatalala, Kwasi whatever. So it relates. And also my parents but they know us because it's called Lapansguab. So they can always say, Umark Begatalala, Umark, he used to do this, he used to do that. So now the story helps a lot, in all of this. So we have that responsibility, honestly.
It's true, and I must say, I love the brotherhood that it's been happening la at Khayelitsha. Yes, it's still gonna take some time, but the unity that I've seen so far, I think with my team we are almost every week like Khayelitsha. You know, we are always shooting here, and we start to see this unity. It's coming. You know, it's coming, and the fact ukuthi siyanibona, we see you guys. You know, you are not only a TV or good radio or on the socials. Siyakubona estradini, and that gives hope. And say, "Esan, nayi motoka Mayambela, nangu Mayambela, nangu Taspelo." You know, that thing motivates you.
No,
know,
for sure.
Even Nami, where I come from, when I used to see those guys like close to me, I'll be very inspired.
No, for sure.
This guy in TV, man, just soka lapha mngwami.
No, for
you
sure.
know, that gives me a drive. You know?
No, for sure.
So your first signing, which team was it? About signing, Mayambela, man.
Bloom Celtics.
Oh, Eplom.
Bloom Celtics.
Jeez.
Yeah. That was my first pro contract.
Sure. And how was it?
Very nice. That was time of my life.
Sure.
I spent 2 years, 6 months in Bloom, but it feels like a lifetime.
Yeah, man.
It feels like a lifetime.
And about course,
Never.
they never forget you, man. The mark you leave there, ngempela ulandeli igama lakho. You leave a mark.
No, you know, sometimes these things are assigned by the heaven.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember that year, 2007,
Sure.
April 2007, I went to Free State Stars for a trial.
Sure.
They didn't sign me. I went to Supersport in about September.
Okay.
I wasn't signed. The third team was, I went to Bloom Celtics.
Sure.
I trained with them for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I came back, Bang Tandile. As soon as I came back, I trained with Ajax while I'm waiting for Bloom Celtics to come back.
To come back and say it's like Tata.
And the Ajax was like, now, I'm Tata, you know. But also Bloom came back and said, no, we want this boy to come. So I chose Bloom. I don't know why, I don't know how, you know, but I also felt too good to, now looking at it, it was a better choice for me. I don't think that
decision,
I would have been the same person today if I tried Ajax, because also Zosaina and Ajax, but still be in
you are around like Western Cape. Sure.
Yeah, I understand that. So the influences that were there will always be there.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I played for Mother City, we used to do our camps. You know, maybe we'll go for a week or a weekend, maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you come back late.
Okay.
So I'll go, Mina, and leave my friends and all of that. And then when I come back Sunday, I will hear stories that that one was stabbed, that one was got shot, that one got arrested.
Bad
So all
stories.
these things, bad stories.
Bad
And
stories,
you know, when I look at it now, with football, you're the learner that helped me to stay away from that. You know, because in one moment or another, there were other incidences that happened that were close to me. Like my brother, he was shot and he died like not far from here. So these are the stories that and things that football took us away from. You know what I mean? And maybe for Omunyu Mundu would have wanted to go and revenge
retaliate,
and this and that. But you know,
sure.
I didn't have that time, because 1 minute I'm playing football, 1 minute I'm out of this Khayelitsha, 1 minute I'm out of tournaments. So that thing also helped me to stay away from these things. But I won't say it didn't affect me. I won't say that I wasn't tempted to do that. I'm not saying that I wasn't within those crowds, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But football will always, even if I'm there, but it's on keeper.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So having to move to Bloom was a great blessing, I think.
Wow.
It was a great blessing because also you come here, maybe you're ending 10,000 and your friends are Basebenzi, we are still abanye bayafunda and all of that. So
quite a lot of money.
It's big money.
Back in the day.
It's big money. Sure. It's big money. So also maybe it would have also killed me mentally as well.
Yes,
coming from nothing, now you are earning 10,000.
Earning 10K,
so
Brian.
the PSL and yabazna laba bayahlupha. So I think going to Bloom helped me a lot, because it was a different environment, different culture, different mentality,
different people,
different
language.
And also uzofika uhlale esabaphini lapho yana bakufaka endlini, yabona everything, bayakuthatha eminyango, bayakubeka training, bayakubuyisa bakubeka eminyango, shaya Uber and beshaya ama-meter taxi to emall ubuye, so uphila isingamu, yabona. So le ndaba yaselokishini lena
kancane
mentality
iyashifta.
iyashifta. Kanti la every day, because manje ngizoza ngifaka ama-tracksuit e-Ajax, angithi ngifuna abangibona.
Esano say hot. Nalabo bebangakufuni bathe u-hot yazi.
Hayi, bakufuna manje.
Yeah, but you have
Bakufuna
hot.
manje.
Yeah, we talk dark and handsome.
You understand?
Eskela bebakulacha ndoda. Masibakubiza tall, dark and handsome, but you're chomumbonile.
But uzacile, hayi lo uzacile omnyama lo. Ama zoyithola dark and handsome.
Chocolate. Yeah, in demand.
So
Brian.
yeah. So moving to Bloom was very nice. Was
Wow.
beautiful. I think
It was a blessing in disguise.
It was. I won't lie to you. And I will never take credit for that.
Sure.
I will never take credit for what happened in Bloom because
Yeah.
I think it was God. He's the one that made everything possible.
Sure.
Coming from a low division, we called it the Vodacom League that time. It's called now ABC Mutsipe. And straight to PSL, straight to playing, straight to being recognized, straight to being wanted by Chiefs, by Pirates, by Sundowns, by all these clubs, straight to being loved by the whole province, the whole city. So in 2 years, this thing happened only in 2 years.
In
2 years, 6 months.
But it feels like it was
feels like
decades.
10 years.
Yeah, it feels like
10 years.
you spend most of your life or half of your life at Bloemfontein.
Precisely.
It's just the mark Owaishia and the mark Owayenza. Such a huge difference, such a huge contribution Owaileta in the Bloemfontein Celtics team.
For sure.
So now I want to know your first check. SMS.
I remember I was earning, I think gross was 6,000.
Oh, okay.
After tax, I think it was 5.5, 5.6, something like that.
Sure.
And then I had a signing on fee, 15,000. So I took the 15,000, I gave it to my mom.
Wow, that's
And then mina
nice.
ngadla le.
The 5K.
I think ngayigibela le. Ngabhayi blackberry.
Yeah.
Khumbula ngithi
I remember yabo
ngasithengele
blackberry.
blackberry.
85 cent
And there was a time beswina basigaya amabhonus, so I was sorted being right. Bhaya amakhavela being right.
Wangena speeds. Yeah, waswipe nje wa-eye.
Ngithenga 2, angithengi 1, ngithenga eli-brown neli-black.
Jeez. Oh, you're that guy below Makavela. Wow, Brian.
So yeah. But I think it was beautiful.
It was. Ne?
Also the love that I got, not only from the people, but also from the team.
Sure.
From management to coaches to the players, especially the players, because these are the people that you see every day and you work with every day.
Yeah.
And even players that I played the same position with, Abo Solmate, Abo Lakim Zizi, we still talk even today.
Oh, wow.
They were people that also were trying to help me, trying to guide me. And, fortunately enough, I was umuntu that listened, and I took everything. Abo Lebo Hankukane,
Sure.
There's beautiful stories with these guys that, I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was Abo Tapelu Liao when he left Bloemfontein, because he was wearing number 15. So when he left,
But 15.
he gave me number 15.
Oh, he's the one who gave you?
No,
Sure.
When I forgot number 15.
Aside, sure.
So these guys, they played a huge role in my career, and
I think they believed in you, bro.
they did.
Yeah,
they did.
believed in you.
Phela bengibatrebula futhi.
All right.
Bengabayeki.
Yeah.
So I think also, sometimes also when you're a good guy and you're a good boy and when you're humble and you're focusing on your work and what you do, Abantu will embrace you and you will embrace that, and Abantu wants to work with Abantu.
They will be attracted to you.
Precisely,
Yeah, they'll be attracted
precisely,
to
yeah.
you.
So it's humbleness we always strive from, I think I always say to people that we strive from humbleness. Nami, I don't want to raise a child that is not humble, you know what I mean? That's my basic principles that I always teach my son and my kids as well. So it's for me, I think it's one of the things, or maybe my best characters as a human being as well, because it also helps me and it helps me to attract the right people also in my life. Yeah.
Sure. But in your football career, Mayambela, I just want to find out, were there any challenges, or have you ever faced ubunzima at the skin? Because I mean, every career or every span, Obaguso, there's always challenges.
Yeah, there's always.
Was there those moments where you were down and?
I think the worst time of my career was when I moved from Pirates to Mpumalanga Aces.
Okay.
Because I was earning a certain amount.
Sure.
And then I had to cut down my salary. And manje, I had portrayed a lifestyle that is
lifestyle, sure.
with the Pirates salary.
Salary,
You understand? So when I now moved from that salary
Mpumalanga.
to here, and then this manje
It does not match now.
it
the
doesn't match
standard,
this
yeah.
thing, and it's killing me. You understand? And I'm struggling, and I wasn't even thinking straight because, you know, sometimes finances they play a big role.
A big role, yeah.
They play a big role, and I struggled a lot, and also coming from that mental environment, the Pirates with big players and big mentality
And
and
such
big
a
character.
big team.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
And you go to a small club, small mentality of players, small mentality of the environment, and Nabandu that owns the club, and
Sure.
Nabandu that works around the club. And
Sure.
Manje, you're not used to this, they wanna, because the Pirates back there tili basket with the tech suit and this and
All
this
right,
for training.
sure.
And lapha yana mele ukhangele ama-socks,
Ubele
ukhangele.
yeah, yeah.
Uyangithola ne? So
Khona lapha sports baking.
yeah, so these things we take them for granted, but they play a huge role in someone's life. And,
Yeah.
you know, also abantu they see you hamba nge-BM, how uyachoma, hey this, hey that. So, you know, it was also a toxic moment for me because also of maybe the person that I was or the player that I was coming from Pirates and winning the league and all of that and all of this. And I started to get some injuries and you know, it was, for me, it was the worst time of my
So Grand Sharp, you're not happy there.
I was not happy.
But was that decision oyenze wena ngokwakho or iPirate bengasasemnandi ngawo?
No, I wanted to move from the Pirates.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that I wanted to move from the Pirates because I remember when I moved, I went to a Swallows.
Sure.
Swallows wanted to sign me, but there was a problem with my finances. Wow, we understand.
Okay.
But I don't know how much were they able to offer me because
sure.
they were calling with my agent at the time. Sure. So and then we played a friendly while I was at Swallows with Aces. And ngabenzela. So Clive Barker that day, what you know, I want this ball.
Scouts lapha, yeah.
From that day, and manje laba ngithi abafuna ukungaya imali. So Clive Barker bang offer something, and then I went. Yebo. So that's how also the deal came about.
Sure. So you regret that decision?
No, I don't regret it.
You don't regret it?
I don't regret it.
But it was Nakona, one of those learning curves.
100%.
You signing with Iraire Mpumalanga, ne?
100%.
Oh, okay.
It also, you know, sometimes we shouldn't make it a decision from our emotions.
Emotions, sure.
Yeah,
sure,
we shouldn't make a decision from our emotion. We must also use our mind and apply our mind when we make decisions, especially in football. As much as it's an emotional sport and passion and this and that, but we also need to use this thing. That's why also in my coaching and the players that I coach, I coach this more than the feet because I know the talent is there.
It's there, yeah.
But if this is not there,
mind too, yeah, train the
you
mind
won't get
too.
what you want from the feet, you know. Yeah. So the first thing
talent alone, it's not enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough. So also you need to as I said, to be able to control your emotions as well, and also think with and use your head to think more than you use your heart.
Your heart.
Because the heart now is
the emotions.
So,
it's the emotions.
So yeah. But it's lessons that I love, you know. We strive from suffering.
Yeah.
We strive from suffering, trust me, and Abandu that runs away from adversities and struggles and suffering are not going to grow in life.
Sure.
You know, if you want to grow in life and you want to become something or someone, you need to suffer.
Through that.
You need to suffer. It's the process of life.
Sure.
You like it or not, you have to struggle, you have to suffer for you to become or to go to a certain point of life, you know.
Yeah.
So when you struggle a lot, you must know that there's something that is coming somewhere. But the problem is that once you struggle a lot, abantu bayadivert, they go the other way. But where lapho kushisa khona, lapha go there.
Kula igolide likhona. Yeah, kula igolide likhona.
That's why igolide angithi kufuneka ugubhe ungene ngaphandle.
Yes, ushizi.
Angeke uthole lapha estrateni
Never.
So those struggles, they make us.
They shape
us. They shape us to be better people and to make better decisions as well.
Yeah.
And they help us also. Now, when I talk to kids, when I talk to someone, when I try to inspire someone, I don't talk story circle.
Ukhuluma ngawe. Sure, yeah. I'm the living testimony, bega me.
Exactly.
Sure.
This is what, and I tell them, I mean, I don't do this.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah,
tell them
yeah,
straight,
yeah.
I mean, I did this and this and this, and how this is how I got here. This, if I've done this and this, and then maybe I would have played for Manchester United and this and this and this. So it's just a mental shift that
Sure.
we need to also do to these young boys and girls.
Yeah. You see, Mark Braham, our channel, it's not about maybe having a big story or trying to trend or getting more likes. No, it's not about that. We all about profiling these stories. These stories to us, they are very important, you know, and I know it's not the first time you telling your story, but we feel as nathi sihlala la emphakathini wase Cape Town eKhayelitsha, we need to profile you, you know, for Lengos. Maybe one of the good days, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, he called Eli as a crash and he'll be watching this interview, or maybe say primary school, you know, he'll be watching this interview and he's gonna be inspired. So we are not a controversial channel or we are not a gossip channel. We're all about educating.
For sure.
You understand? And I want to go back to that thing, Mautigimi, your lifestyle with Pirate was this high, and then when we are in Mpumalanga and then it had to drop, were you like a big spender? Were you spending? Were you that guy that imali wo ihola, you go to clubbing, you take the friends out, ladies out, like, was it like that? Cause
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. When you're earning, for an example, you're earning 100,000. You always have money. You always have access to certain things and certain people, and
Sure.
so, and it costs money
Yeah.
to entertain abantu, to go out lunch, to go clubbing, and to do this.
How
Cars.
value you are, Mos?
Angeke uhambe uyiwami
Yeah.
mawungena eklabhini ama-security sawayakwazi.
Yeah, awuseshwa nokuseshwa.
Nangu Mark, hey,
Yeah.
how many of you?
Yeah.
So, you know, also when you're not used to, when you're not used to imali,
Yeah.
it also affects you here.
Because
Because it's you know, the problem is not even maybe Mali or being a footballer, but the problem is the access. Because
it gives you access
yeah,
now.
being a footballer gives you access. Phela bayakwazi.
Ne?
Angithi nabo chire bayaqaba.
Sure.
So manje ne access.
Awusashayeli ntwana.
Awusheli. Mawungena eklabhini ama-bouncers manje bakubeka eceleni ukuthi hayi wena sithi kule tafile leli lapha abantu bakubona khona.
Sure.
So le tafule lapha bakubona khona kumele wenzeni? Kumele ugcobise.
Exactly.
Uyanganasela.
Akumelanga libe aimed.
Uyangithola ne?
Yeah. That's
Mawuyoqhama
pressure,
bayakulandela ama-bouncer ukuthi baya-escort basusa abantu.
goodness.
Uyangithola, so it guy the access, and but also it's I always say it's a blessing and a curse.
Oh, okay.
Because it guy this access also to ezinye izinto, if maybe umuntu smart,
sure,
maybe
sure.
business people, sponsors or this or that, you know, isn't that will also enhance or help you in
Even
your
after
life.
a career,
Uyangithola ne?
kusiphelile, yeah,
But it
yeah.
also attracts all the debt.
Sure,
the
sure,
friends, the friends, the girls, the alcohol,
Yeah. The drugs.
drugs for some.
Yeah,
you know, it also attracts all of these things. You know, so it's. I think also it's a cultural and a society problem. You know, because of how, especially Tina Bandabamyama,
Sure.
we are brought up. Everything that you do involves alcohol. When you went to umsebenzi kumele ube notshwala. When
Utshwala,
you celebrate kumele ube notshwala. I see now even abantu when they buy new cars, buy
Yeah.
champagne, buy tele.
Pop up,
You know,
yeah.
so it's also a society and a cultural thing that also now izinto ezenzekayo la, and we take them to football, and we ride with them.
Sure.
You know, when you grow up as maybe as a 12, 15-year-old, your older brother will ask you, do you have a girlfriend? Yeah. How when you one? When you party when? Maybe na machirai 2 or my 3.
Sure.
It's the mentality.
Yeah.
You take it with.
Yeah.
We party. So you take it with that thing. Oh, my brother is saying this. Ngiyathatha. Awuphuzi. Man, we party when I ask.
Sure.
Young told,
Yeah,
you
sure.
take.
Yeah.
So now when you get now this access in you, what do? Konje, my brother said I can have 2 or 3 girlfriends. Sure. Now the problem starts. Alcohol. Because I saw my brother doing it.
Yeah.
When they did this
So
and
now
this.
I can do it.
Now I
It's the
can
right
do it.
thing to do.
So
Sure.
it's something also. I want to always complain that footballers and it's not about that.
Yeah.
It's not about that. It starts here. That the problem that is there up there, it starts here.
It starts here, yeah.
Ah, when you can walk now, you see 10 people. Now you can walk here, uzobona bochira abancane, hold your savannah,
Sure,
young
sure,
boys,
sure.
abantu abadala. It starts here, my brother.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be very impossible for footballers, even musicians, even abantu that are business people.
Yeah.
They come buy a ball, abathenga champagne and all of these things. Because it's not because of the money, it's because of this. The money just access this.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
So
yeah, and that's a lifestyle, unfortunately, that even on social media is being portrayed as
it is because
in a sharp, you know.
Abantu wants to show ukuthi ba successful by doing all these things.
Yeah.
But also it takes time. It takes time for Abantu to realize. Also, it takes time for Abantu to maybe to move away from, because also Nami as time went, and I was now getting saner and and
Sure.
I could see that, but this thing, money waste imali.
Yeah.
You have to spend 10,000 with bill or 5,000. It's a lot of money, you know. So you get to a point whereby now you have to make decisions about your life and decisions going forward. Especially when my son was born, I had a thought to say, what kind of a son do I want to raise?
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Do I want the same person that I was when I was 10, 15, 20 or 25?
Sure.
Or do I want a different person? So how do I do that? How do I help my son to change?
Sure.
I have to change.
Sure.
I have to change. So I had to change. I had to make certain life-changing decisions in my life.
Sacrifices,
So I had to sacrifice for him, you know, and I had to sacrifice for. Also, if I want to maintain a certain level of life, there's certain things that I cannot do.
Yeah.
If I want to take him to a good school, if I want to do this and do that for
No
him,
more bowling anymore.
it's impossible.
No more clubbing anymore.
It's impossible. So I stopped drinking when my son was born.
Oh, okay.
I stopped drinking, and I never drank. I stopped drinking 2016.
You're lying, bro.
Yeah.
So you've been clean since 2016?
Clean.
Nix. Neshoti, nix.
Nothing. Manginomsebenzi ekhaya bangithengela.
Mayambela.
Bangithengela.
Sure.
Ngiyayithatha ngiyindlulise.
You're lying, bro.
For sure. I'm not lying to you.
Nethot nix or shy. That's how clean you are. Awufuna ukubona.
Angikho clean. No, angikho clean.
No. I'm talking about alcohol.
From that,
From
yeah.
alcohol. Yeah. I'm talking about alcohol.
No. I've never touched alcohol
Since 2016.
Since 2016.
Wow.
I
So
think
your
it was-
son became like the drive.
I think it was something that helped me to go this route. It was something that helped me to go this route. Because also, you know, sometimes when we do things knowing, hey, but there,
Yeah,
if I
the
continue like this,
consequences, yeah, the
there's
consequences, yeah.
Uyangithola? Siyazicaba, but you still do.
But yes,
Yabona?
yes,
So for me, I was lucky that when I saw ukuthi hey lapayana kunomgodi, let me not go. Mangihlale la relax.
Sure.
Uyangithola? So that's what I did.
And
That's
it
what I
also
did.
helped you to save a lot, eh?
Yeah, you save, but also you save your life.
Yeah. More than money, your
You
life.
save your life
yeah,
because
wow.
drinking and driving, you can get arrested, you can eJozi ke besima bribe.
Meluhlezi uneklipa, yeah. Meluhlezi uneklipa.
Makeza kanje so
Yeah.
so uyabheka ukuthi hey
Ku-carbon, yeah.
makazi awumnike athi license umnike
Sure.
iklipa.
Aski spray
Excuse
yami.
ukuthi manje uhambe.
Sure.
You know there were moments whereby bazongimisa and I'm from somewhere and bangimise. Mababona ukuthi yimi
Yeah.
the conversation changes. You know I was lucky like that.
Really?
Abantu mina they
Bro,
love.
that's how popular you were. In
I was
fact, you are still.
not popular, but they abantu bayangithanda actually.
We still do.
Because
still
I mean,
do.
I've never, maybe there were times that bang misa maybe 3 or 4 times, and I was intoxicated and but mina bengihlika ngihlale lapho ngihleke ngibahlekise kube mnandi bathi hey hamba uyolala ngithi hayi ngiyala but ngiyayazi ukuthi ngisaya somewhere lapha at the bank or
Sure. Ufuna
somewhere.
ukubhenga nje.
Uyangithola?
Ufuna ukubhenga.
Mangibuya futhi usaphela wena.
Uthe uyolala
Then I go home. So I'm not saying that. I'm not promoting that.
Yeah,
I'm
of
not
course,
promoting
yeah.
that. It's part of the journey. It's part of life.
Yeah.
I mean, angifuni ukuhlala la in the show and lie and portray ngathi I was an
You are
angel.
this saint, you are
was
this
never.
clean guy,
I was
yeah,
never.
yeah,
I'm still in a process of growing, in a process of becoming a better person, a better man, a better father to my kids, and a better son to my mom and my parents as well. So. It's a continuous journey because along the way you find problems that will take you back to alcohol,
Exactly.
take you to drugs or take you to suicide, So also when we share these stories with Abandu, we share them in a light to we can inspire them and to say,
yes.
you can achieve a lot of things when you live a certain way of your life, and you can attract a lot of things when you live a certain way of your life. You know what I mean? And when you want to celebrate life, you don't have to use alcohol. You don't have to use clubs to celebrate. If you want to celebrate your birthday, you can go to an orphanage home and donate and spend time with the kids and do that and all of that. You can take out your family. There's many ways. That's why I say the mentality that we have in society, that when you get a new job, you go to, you pray the whole week. Oh God, I want a new job, and then God gives you a job. You come to Renz and Paul, but you were praying in church. Why you guys don't me time and I 10 rand? Or you don't have to. There's maybe families and people about
someone who's in need,
and you know that family needs it. So you hamba and say, I had 2 plastic shop writings. But uzongena errands because ufuna ukubona.
Mawukhala ukhale kerk.
Ukhale kerk.
Ubhola.
Ukhala khona. Hayi let's celebrate.
Awufuni ukuyocelebrate esontweni.
Uyangithola.
Bathi wenza umfundisi rich.
But you don't have to, you don't have to. You can do it anyhow. You can help omunye umuntu.
There's charities, there's foundations out there.
Precisely. Abantu la ngaphandle bayasokola.
Wow.
You can always.
Brian, I saw when I was busy checking out your Instagram, which you've also started a journey. Like I don't know whether should I call it a spiritual journey or your Christianity journey, the journey of you having a relationship with God. When did that start? Because it's like you are grounded when it comes to indaba yesonto, your relationship with uNkulunkulu.
In relationship kaNkulunkulu, it starts when you are born.
Okay.
It's just that nje, along the way, obviously there's certain things that you go through, and certain adversities and challenges and successes that you but obviously there will be moments whereby now uNkulunkulu now says, I'm here now, let's talk,
Sure.
And once that happens, ayindakayenzi kamnandi, akaveli mawuhlele errands. Uvela makubheda.
Sure.
But hey man, I'm here. Yababona bahambile, there's no friends, there's no girlfriends, there's no nothing. I'm here, I'm still here.
Sure.
And manje indlebe yangithi indlebe yezo. So you follow, but it's I always had that relationship because I come from a family that my granny was umuntu wesonto,
Okay.
Even today when abantu see me from where I stay, they say, umntana kaMambela. Because they know my mom from church, or maybe Behama Bongisond and all of that. So
Sure.
I come from that. And also now as I grow older, as I start to know about my family and my ancestors, and it's a family thing in Sond. This is what we are, from my mom's side and my dad's side, fortunately. You know what I mean? So now this thing, when it comes, and when it might phone, fortunately, surrounded ngabantu that are within the same journey, and abantu that are also trying to,
Okay.
So, and I also saw what it's helping, and it's also now. There's certain changes that are happening within my life, not only maybe from a material point of view, but also with my family, my kids, and You also, you know, with his into that I needed to do, you know what I mean? And they were happening, man. So it helped me a lot to finally focus solely on that, you know.
And now you are sober-minded, ne?
So it also helps you to make better decisions as well. It doesn't make me a saint. It doesn't make me perfect, you know. Within that, those flaws, I'm perfect.
Just maintaining your relationship with God.
So it's important. It's important. And also, Tina, we are Africans. We have ancestors that talk. It's things that we cannot honestly ignore. So we need also to focus on that and have that relationship also with the ancestors as well. So that is in those two. This is so I'm in that and in that journey, and it's angikhulumeli ukuthi ngizoba inyanga.
Uzoba isangoma uzosibhula.
No.
Sure.
But it's a never-ending thing. There's always into enjoy every day from everything. So it's a beautiful journey actually. It's very nice. It's very nice. It's very enlightening.
It's the best decision that
it's not easy. You don't. It's not a decision that you make. It's not a decision that you make, but life.
It's like a calling, ne?
Yeah. It's a calling.
You don't choose to be called.
No.
No. You are called.
You know, I always say to Abando that, you know, in my life I've achieved this, you know, that I never even prayed for. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. So things you've achieved, you've never even prayed for.
Yeah. There's things that I've achieved in my life that I've
in your prayer
I've tried to recall and never. But I achieve.
You've been to those spaces, you've been to those
places.
Yeah.
Strong.
Wow.
Strong. No nyanga, no nothing. Straight,
yeah, clean. Agna mood, agna needs.
Mix. So it's life, man, and that's why I said earlier, we can never take credit for such things.
Yeah.
It will be foolish of us. It shows that we're not humble enough to know where does this help comes from and all these blessings come from, you know. So me, I'm one of those people that Kangan understands where do these things come from.
Sure.
And I'm grateful, you know, I'm honestly grateful. I'm honestly grateful that there are things like this, you know, and there are things that engpumaguzo not knowing what you know, and is it that omunye umuntu would have killed. Omunye umuntu would have killed, omunye umuntu would have maybe went to drugs and maybe died, you know.
Sure.
I think also I escaped death many times. Many times, and it's the process of life. It's a process of life. We need to go through these things. It's necessary. It's necessary. I won't lie to you. I know for Omunye that is going through this manje or this hardship or this suffering manje.
Sure.
I never understand because the only thing that is a kind of way is to suffer. Yeah, understand. So it's
when
not
are you
easy.
Telling me like
it's necessary. It's necessary. I won't lie to you. It's necessary. And if for me it won't kill you. I'm telling you, it needs just mental shift.
Wow.
Once I'm telling you, you go through easy in your life that you laugh. Abantu babuza ukuthi but how?
Kanjani?
Abantu babona ugcokile kahle, ushaya ichizikopo kahle. Uyangithola? Mara ngaphakathi
Deep down,
uyangithola? But angithi you have this grace. This grace is helping you to go through lezi zinto lezi. That's why we have to have this relationship, this connection. This relationship doesn't mean you have to go to church every day.
Sure.
But you must know but there is this guy.
Yeah.
That's the only important thing. Once you know what there is this guy and you acknowledge this guy,
Yeah,
that's
acknowledge.
all.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
wanted to say that.
all.
Acknowledge. Yeah, it's good to call.
Because the problem is this: you go to church and you find about.
Yeah.
But mawafika la inhliziyo uyamthola.
Yeah,
So
change.
he
Sure.
gobile.
It's,
So it's not the action, but
the heart.
it's the heart and knowing it's okay. This guy is there at the right time.
Yeah.
He will come and uzolungisa.
Wow. Okay. I think another talent you have now, it's a calling. Melubo mrev.
Don't worry.
Yeah, how come I'm rude?
Don't worry.
I see it coming.
No, get over Murut. Nah, get over
Yeah,
Murut.
no, I see it coming, my brother. I see it coming, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother.
Sure.
Now that we are closing the interview, I just want to find out what is Mark Mayambela busy with, because you are no longer in the field playing. I will say screen as Bonema TV, but what are you busy with currently?
No, from a football perspective, I'm doing e-coaching. I'm a coach in Cape Town City.
Oh, okay.
I also do e-recruitment, also individual coaching.
Okay.
For other divisions, the club. I also do izinto on the side,
Sure.
you know, to survive.
Yeah. Ngoba kuntswembu, ne?
Kuntswembu.
Yeah, kuntswembu.
And also, I'm doing my coaching badges and my coaching education. I'm doing my UEFA B license in Ireland. But in manje,
Is that for coaching as well?
for coaching.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So my plan is to do my A license next year. So as soon as I'm done manje with my assignments, and then next year I'm gonna apply for the A license. And for manje, especially with my coaching journey, for me it's about now empowering myself and making myself ready for a maybe the right job or a job or the right move or a move, you know.
Sure.
So that's I think for Manje, that's my main focus is to empower myself with football education, with mentorship, obviously the practical side of it as well, and doing the list that I'm learning. So for Manje, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. My brother, I thank you so much. I thank you so much for your time, and as English Broken Business, we thank you for making time for us. I know you are such a very, very busy man, you know, and you made time with this figure saying, Tina, we don't normally shoot saying, you know,
Hey, sir.
but you're like, yes, sir, guys, let's do it at 10 o'clock. And I was like, yo, wait, 10 o'clock, it's fine. Let's just go. So we thank you, my brother. We thank you for your journey. We thank you for your talent, you know, to us and to the whole nation as South Africans. You will always be a star. You will always be that icon, you know. I don't know whether you feel which is South Africa or like us, have they given you enough flowers? Have they like celebrated you with a son? Mike Mayambela is star stage. Do you feel like that? Like now you're saying with Eplumfontein, the 2 years felt like 10 years. Do you feel the same here at Khayelitsha or Western Cape? It has given you the flowers, which this is our product. Tina, some produce Mayambela.
I don't feel or expect it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was made by this Lindaule.
Sure.
I am this person that I am because of Lindau.
Sure.
So I know what I've done and in my life, and what I've done in football, and the people that I've inspired, and not maybe I don't want to say I don't need that.
Okay.
But it's not something that when I wake up in the morning I look for. I see ukuthi lo uyangithanda lona ngangithola ne, because I owe everything that I am kulendawo lena, and I owe everything that I am in football to football as well. That's why manje for me it's about giving back to football and coaching youth football. Even I go to kumanya makasi, to other coaches, to other team and help, and if I can, you know, there's many guys that I help also with coaching as well. So for me, it's about giving back to this community and making sure that I try by all means. I know I'm not doing enough, but I try by all means to inspire these young boys that are coming behind us, you know,
Sure.
for them to get a better life, you know. And I don't think that my journey or what I am as a person or as a professional needs to be maybe maybe needs to be celebrated or because we are these vessels that uNkulunkulu have created so
Sure.
that we can pour to other people, you know. Notabandu always been like, Mayambela.
Sure, sure, yeah.
Mina ngisu
Past the stage.
abantu that knows me will tell you that he is not fascinated by that and being
Fame.
Ngiyamthola, ne?
Yeah, fame.
So for me, what's important, as I mentioned, ukuthi, is to give back to this community that made me the person that I am.
Wow. Okay, I've got 2 questions. Ne? Before nje sivala, I told our viewers, okay, so besiphethwe Mike Mayambela bafethu. So what are some of the questions that you would like to ask Mike Mayambela? And one of the questions, Enguzo Lolo, out here, shout out to Lolo, he said to me, is there a relationship between wena and Themkosi Fanteni, and did Fanteni contribute to your professional soccer career?
Pero Utera played with Uspel.
Oh.
Yeah, they played with Uspel in Mother City. So when they were playing first team, we were younger.
Oh, okay.
So these are the players that we used to look up to.
Oh.
And also when I turned pro, there were moments whereby I would meet Utera and we'll sit and, you know,
Sure.
like us. So he's a big brother to me, you know. He's one of the players that were top players, top human being as well, you know. So I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a while, I won't lie. But obviously when you see each other, it's always love because I respect him as a big brother. More than that, I respect him as a footballer. You know, he's like a big brother to me because these are the people that were pulling us when we were training together. I know we played for a team that made us to run a lot. So when we were running laps, these are the guys that were calling us, hey, come. So he's a big brother to me. So yeah. But I haven't seen him in a while.
In a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
All right. I guess, Lolo, you got the answer. And then the last one, offense yena uthi, why didn't you sign with the Kaizer Chiefs? Amakhosi guys.
Yeah, it's a team that I loved so much and that I still respect. And I had wishes of playing for Chiefs, but it never happened. And I had moments where I had an opportunity to join the club, but somehow things were, you know. Yeah, but no regrets. Maybe it's about
But
coaching.
Bofuna.
No, I'm being Funa for sure.
Sure.
Especially when I was in Bloom.
Sure.
It's
It's never
because
happened.
it's a club that I grew up supporting first.
Sure.
And also I remember when Oscara was playing for Chiefs, I was playing for Mother City, and the guys in Mother City, that's when they started to call me Oscar.
Yeah,
So,
because you look alike.
yeah,
you do
growing
look
up
alike.
from then, bebengibiza Oscara.
Okay.
Ngiliyeka legama manje when I turned pro.
Oh, okay.
Legama lika Oscara, but many people that I played football with, we youth football.
Sure.
They still call me Oscara.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Brian, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Thanks to our viewers. This was an exclusive interview with the star, the legend himself, Mark Mayambela. We always bring you the best stories from Ekasi Bafethu. Please do share the story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share all our videos on your social platforms. Mark Mayambela, where can our people, our viewers find you on any social media?
Instagram.
Oh, yeah, on Insta. Ngubani ku-Insta?
Mark Mayambela.
Mark Mayambela. So there's
Twitter.
no underscore, just Mark Mayambela straight.
Yeah, Mark_Mayambela.
Oh, okay.
And then Twitter,
Koshliwe.
Professor or something, Prof Mayambela.
Prof Mayambela.
Yeah.
Okay, but they will see it, right?
They will see because
Basketball.
I have the same
Like
profile
profile
picture
pic.
in all my socials.
Oh, you use the same profile
I
picture.
use my son, yeah.
Oh, your son. Yeah, I saw the one who's sitting there with the Iches Lako, ne? Is that your professional jersey?
that's why. That
No,
was the
Nyaglande.
jersey that I wore in
Nyaglande. Nyaglande la Mayambela, Prem.
No,
Thank you so much.
no,
It was
ngiyabonga,
nice shooting with you, Prem. Thank you so much for
Ngiyabonga,
it.
Brian.
Thank you so much.
Sharp,
Sharp, Afit.